Hello again, YouTube. This is Eltrashaw, once again coming back with another game. You might already gather what this game is from the title, or if you can watch the title of this game right here, it is A Legend of Zelda, or The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. One of my, well, it's a big classic and people played it, I'm aware, but let's go read this story. Skip ahead to, I think, like 2 minutes ahead, if you don't want to go through this part. Long ago, in the beautiful kingdom of Hyrule, surrounded by mountains and forests, legends told of the omnipotent and omniscient golden power that resided in a hidden land. Many people aggressively sought to enter the hidden golden land, but no one ever returned. One day, evil power began to flow from the Golden Land. So the king commanded 7 wise men to seal the gate to the land of the Golden Power. That seal should have remained for all time. But when these events were obscured by the mists of time and became legend, like the Legend of Zelda. Mode 7 Map Zoom! A mysterious wizard known as Agnihim came to Hyrule to release the seal. He eliminated the good king of Hyrule.
Hey, stop poking! Stop poking!
Through evil magic, he began to make descendants of the 7 wise men vanish, one after another. And the time of destiny for Princess Zelda is drawing near. Now I believe this is relevant for a lot of those people, because I know there are people out there that really like the debate about the Zelda timeline, and I think the story in this game has a part to play in that, and if you're really interested in that, I think it's worth noting. But I know some people aren't interested in the story, so let's just go straight to the game. I am going to make a file, and like I said, this is, I believe I said it, I forgot already if I did, but this is my very first Zelda game that I played when I was little, and I just have a bit of a soft spot for it. That's the main reason why I'm playing it. Anyway, we are being contacted telepathically.
Help me! Please, help me! I am a prisoner in the dungeon of the castle. My name is Zelda. The wizard Agnihim has done something to the other missing girls. Now only I remain. Agnihim has seized control of the castle and is now trying to open the 7 wisest men's seal. I am in the dungeon of the castle. Please help me.
Link, I'm going out for a while. I'll be back by morning. Don't leave the house. Oh, you. Come on, don't you know RPG logic by now? I know RPG logic by now. As soon as he says don't leave the house, let's leave the house. But let's go exploring a little bit. Well, okay, we can move around with the control pad. That's standard, whatever. You can press start to access the menu, but since there's nothing to access in the menu itself, then there's nothing useful there. Now you can go run into walls to go push things, but there's nothing to really push. And you have the A button to be your action button. In this case, the A button lifts these pots. You can lift them, and then you press A again to toss them. You can also press and hold A to go pull stuff, or grab and pull stuff, which you'll be seeing later. But the most important part of this room right now is pressing A in front of chests to open chests. Now note I said in front. This will be a useful tidbit later too. Anyway, so right now we got the lamp, and now we have an item in our inventory. The lamp right now can't do anything because you have no magic power. The magic meter is on the upper left. Notice how there's no green in that? There's no green there, so it's empty. Okay, so I'm going to assume that this is my first time playing and I don't know where I'm supposed to go. So I'm going to go wander around. What are you doing up this late, kid? You can stay up when you're all grown up. Now go home. Okay, so these guys are blocking the way. I see you brought a map so you don't get lost. Press the X button to see your map. Oh, this is the X button. Okay. Well, this is our map. Mode 7 goodness galore. They just abused the crap out of this from their Super Nintendo games. Well, whatever. So, I see an X here, which I'm assuming is a destination. But let's be stupid and pretend that we don't know that. Because I see several ways out of the area, but... Oh, you slight crafters, crafty people at Nintendo. You look strong for a kid. How much can you lift?
Press the A button while touching a thing to lift it.
Of course, you can't lift it, then this happens. But you can lift pots and bushes.
And help me! I am the dungeon of the castle. I know there is a hidden path from outside of the castle to the garden inside.
I'll bet you can't wait until you're old enough to use a sword.
Press the B button to use your sword when you get it.
That mark on your map must be your destination. You can also often find valuables in chests. Press the A button in front of a chest to open it. Us soldiers have been around, kid. You can learn a lot from us, but you already know that. And then they repeat the same thing that they were saying. So, now, since I assume we can't go anywhere else, since I'm stupid and don't know where to go, apparently, then that means it only leaves one last choice to go, because there's X marks the spot. So since X marks the spot, let's go to the X. Let's go inside Hyrule Castle, and oh. Hey, you're not allowed in the castle, son! Go home and get some sleep! Well, this castle's closed, apparently. It won't let a little kid in. Well, screw that. Zelda was giving us a blatant hint, and look, there's this inconspicuous path that's leading over here. I wonder where this leads. I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, look, there's a suspicious bush. Alright. That's the wrong jingle, but whatever. And we fall down a hole, and we get our fall broken by shallow water. Hooray. Now, what's this? Oh!
Link, I didn't want to get you involved in this. I told you not to leave the house. Take my sword and shield and listen. You can focus power in the blade. Hold the B button. Then release it using the secret technique handed down by our people. Link, you can do it. Save the princess. Zelda is your...
Wait, Zelda's my what? Zelda's my what? What? No, you're supposed to tell me something. Come on, don't die on me, man. Don't die on me. He's dead. So, he gave us a sword and shield. So now we have a shield to block stuff, and we have a sword to slash stuff with. That's cool. Now, what he was telling us was the spin attack. Remember the spin attack? I think you do if you're a Zelda fan. It's pretty much the same. You slash, hold the attack button, and then when you hear that little noise, you release the attack button and you spin attack. If you release it too early, then nothing happens. Anyway, so we got some enemies over here. If you touch them, they'll hurt you, so don't touch them and go beat them up so they give you goodies. Anyway, this chest over here will give you the lamp if you didn't pick it up at your house. But since we already have the lamp, we got 5 rupees instead. And these pots over here give us magic power, so now we could use our lamp. Now, you notice this little thing over here? It's a torch. Light it up. Oh my god, now it's brighter inside. This is useful information for later if you really care. But let us proceed inside. Now, we can cut bushes as well and grass, but we can also pick up the bushes and toss them at enemies. In this case, the soldier likes to see us dead, but we can toss these bushes at him, and he will actually be taken out by bushes. That's actually pretty funny. Well, anyway, I'll clear out the courtyard over here. Or rather, the garden as Zelda labeled it. Okay, so it's clear. And I'm gonna go take a short little break, and I'll see you guys just after the little cut for the invasion of Hyrule Castle. Alright, did I call it invasion of Hyrule? I meant to say we're supposed to be saving the princess. I'm sorry. So welcome to Hyrule Castle, and home of my favorite track in the entire Zelda series, which we have never heard ever again. Well, not gonna say ever again, but we haven't really heard it that much since this game, and that's kind of disappointing. It's only, as far as I'm aware, it's only been heard in Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, and it hasn't had the same level of intensity as this version of the song had, which is kind of sad, but well, that's what happened. And I don't know why. I mean, there's a lot of potential. Oh, anyway, we got the map. There's a lot of potential to it, and as you see the map, you can press X to access the map. There you go. Yeah, second floor, first floor, basement, basement 2, basement 3. It's not like we care, though. This is a really basic dungeon anyway, so it's not like it really matters too much. But about Hyrule Castle music, yeah, I mean, like, oh, I don't know. There's a lot of potential to use this in all the other Zelda games, but I feel like it's been squandered, and oh, this guy saw me. Okay. Now the best way to fight knights if you don't get the jump on them is to attack them on their blind side. The side that they're holding their shield on, which is usually their left side, is the best place to attack them. See how I was handling that? Because if you want to fight them like you're sword fighting, then you clank with their sword too often and nothing will be accomplished. You want to get rid of them. Because if those guys get on top of you, you're going to take a lot of damage. A lot of unnecessary damage too, but anyway, so now we're stuck in this room. We gotta kill this guy. We get the boomerang here as a bonus. And voila! We got a boomerang. We gotta try. Anyway, so we got a key. The key is necessary to open this door. And we go down some stairs. Now we're down some stairs. Let's go down some more stairs. Now, if you're not aware of what the boomerang does, when you hit an enemy, most enemies with it, they get stunned. This opens it up for more hits, but now I get to use some information from earlier. Throwing and stuff to attack this guy, because this guy's really mean with his ball and chain. Anyway, beating him up gives you the big key. This is the master key of the dungeon. It can open many locks that small keys cannot. Okay, so let's open up this door and rescue Zelda.
Thank you, Link. I had a feeling you were getting close. Link, listen carefully. The wizard is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. I fear the worst for my father. The wizard is an inhuman fiend with strong magical powers. Do you understand? Alright, let's get out of here before the wizard notices. I know a secret path, but first we have to get to the first floor. Let's go!
Okay, so this chest will also contain the lamp if you didn't get it, and I want to note that the lamp is mandatory. If you try to skip it, you won't be able to proceed. But now that we have the princess in tow, this kinda makes us kidnappers. Well, depending on how you see it. The game actually tries to, well, the enemy in the game tries to justify it as you kidnapping the princess. As Zelda said, that the soldiers were inside the castle the soldiers inside the castle were being brainwashed, but after we, quote, rescue Zelda, the soldiers outside will now start being, quote, brainwashed as well, and will start attacking us as we see, or as they see us. I just had to do that. Anyway, let's go stun you. Oh, yes, let's go stun you and walk by. Okay, so because the soldiers are will attack at will, that note I mentioned about the soldiers is kind of noteworthy, but oh. But this also means that they have their justification for trying to attack you at will, because you kidnapped the princess. Anyway,
there's a secret passage in the throne room that leads to the sanctuary. I'm sure the old man there will help us.
Sanctuary. Okay, so I guess we have to go to the secret passage on the second floor. Oh, by the way, even though that the front door is closed, if you try to leave Hyrule Castle from the front entrance, I believe the game will not let you. Or, yeah, it will. Well, either it won't let you because for one obvious reason, the door is blocked. And that guy clearly won't open it. So we gotta go take Zelda's extra route. So you need that lamp. Why do you need the lamp? I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you. I actually never tried that, so I was a little wrong, but whatever. So, okay.
That ornamental shelf should open. Do you have a light? It's pitch dark inside, and you can't see without one. If you're ready, let's go. Help me push it from the left.
Now, she asked if you had a light. So if you don't have the lamp, this thing wouldn't push. It will just remain still. Anyway, so now that we have the lamp, we can go do that. And you notice here I'm cutting curtains. There's nothing useful behind these curtains, but this is kind of slightly useful information to keep in mind for later. Not that it matters right now, anyway. Regardless, let's go in this dark cave. See that we have a lamp, and I can see a little field in front of us. But we can see these little torches. You can light up little torches in the room if there's any in the room, and you can kind of slightly see what's going on. It helps the viewers mainly. I'm used to seeing mostly in the pitch black, but since I want to do this in a timely manner, I figured let's go show this for the viewers, I suppose. They didn't really kill the snakes here, but let's continue on. Oh crap! There's a key over here, and hello. Lighting these torches is unnecessary, but there you go. There's a key over there.
After passing through these sewers, we'll be very close to Sanctuary. Let's be careful.
There's a torch over there. Let's go light that up so we're not blind. Aha! And then there's over there. Now, one of these rats, I believe, carry a key. Oh, and congratulations. And let's go spin attack through these guys. There you go. And voila. Now, I want to note something here. When you're charging for your spin attack, you notice you hear that noise? If you walk toward the wall, and you have Link stab the wall. And you hear that noise? You hear that noise? That means the wall is solid. You can't break it. Now, if you played Zelda before, you pretty much tell that cracked walls mean you can break it with bombs. Okay. But compared to the noise that you're seeing in the wall, the standard walls like this, with the hollow wall, big difference, right? The reason why I point this out is because there are several walls in the game that are like, they're cracked, but they're not breakable. And these fake cracked walls will, they won't make that hollow noise if you do that. I believe they'll make the same similar noise if you hit them with other stuff like boomerang as well, but it's not really worth noting anyway.
Sanctuary is just beyond that door. Pull the switch over there.
She says over there, but note this switch over here, that's a fake one. But if you get close to this one, she tells you all about it.
You have to pull a lever to open the door. Press the A button and hold down on the control pad.
Okay, so we had that door open, and let's go through here. And whoa, we're just beyond there. Congratulations. Princess Zelda, you're safe! Is this your doing, Link?
Yes, it was Link who helped me escape from the dungeon. When I was captive, the wizard said, "Once I have finished with you the final one, the seal of the wise men will open." Link, you must not let the land of Hyrule fall into the wizard's clutches. If he releases the seal of the 7 wise men, evil power will overwhelm this land. Before that happens, before it's too late, destroy the wizard before it destroys Hyrule. You can do it. You can.
I sense that the mighty evil force guides the wizard's actions and augments his magical power. The only weapon potent enough to defeat the wizard is the legendary Master Sword. It is said that the village elder is the descendant of the 7 wise men. Maybe he can tell you more. I will mark his house on your map. But watch your every move. I am certain that the castle soldiers will be looking for you now. I will hide Princess Zelda here. Do not worry. Seek the elder. Do you understand? Now, before we end the video, there's one last little reward I can have here. Aha! Found the heart container. let's get going. Okay, so that's it. I am done with this part, and I'll see you guys next time for the next part of Ultra playing Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. See you guys next time. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe.